Even though we do not live in ancient times anymore, there are so many people among us who claim to have been granted divine powers. They call themselves prophets and saints and so many other titles. Although the vast majority of these individuals turn out to be frauds, very few of them are actually who they say they are. Or are they? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell as we move forward. Mother Teresa is a Christian icon who is beloved by many around the world. Was she as good-natured as most people claimed, or were there secrets about her which remained buried? Originally named Agnes Gonja Boyajiu, Mother Mary Teresa was an Albanian Indian woman born in North Macedonia on 26th of August 1910. She was baptized the day after she was born and remained in that city for 18 years. In her early years, she was fascinated by the lives of various missionaries and all the good work they did around the world. By the age of 12, she was convinced she would follow a similar path. At the age of 18, she left her family home for a Catholic school in Ireland in order to learn English. It was her intention to use this new language as a means of getting her missionary work done. She never saw her mother or sister again after leaving home. The very next year, she moved to India and began the first steps towards her initiation into the nunnery. She took her religious vows 2 years after that and decided to be named after Teresa de Lisieux, the patron saint of missionaries. After several years of teaching, she decided it wasn't enough for her. The nature of work she wanted to do meant she couldn't lock herself to a particular location. And so, she asked for permission to leave her post as a teacher, so that she could roam the world and help all the impoverished people scattered in different countries. If we were to create a list of all of Mother Teresa's good works, this would be a much longer video. However, the fact that her reputation as a saint persists even years after her death in 1997 speaks volumes. She is regarded as a good person by almost everyone. Many people around the world aspire to the example she set for herself. But then, doesn't all this sound too good to be true? Are there really any individuals out there who are as good as Mother Teresa was? An argument can be made for Jesus Christ, but then, being the so-called Son of God, Jesus was literally a divine being. The fact of the matter is that Mother Teresa had ardent critics, and these critics made it a point to expose her. A documentary was released in 1994 titled Hell's Angel, which criticized Mother Teresa's charity work. Even though it was a damning portrait of a woman everyone regarded as a saint, the bottom line was that she cared more about appearances than actually helping people. She wanted to be seen doing good work rather than meaningfully lifting people out of poverty and sickness. This documentary, backed by other damning reports, also claimed that Mother Teresa was negligent. They said she exhibited gross medical carelessness when dealing with patients. In fact, this carelessness was to the point where she tended to use the same unsterilized needles for different patients, a bad medical habit that is ridiculously dangerous. It's also said that under her care, some very sick people were tied up and abandoned like animals. Naturally, Mother Teresa and her team weren't just going to lay down and take these hits. As a matter of fact, her most ardent defenders came from regular Christians who took the attack on her as an attack on their whole religion. The most reasonable of these folks argued that her negligent medical practices might have been as a result of being underfunded. However, for an icon of her stature, that excuse doesn't quite cut it. But in spite of all the criticism she faced, Mother Teresa's reputation still largely remains intact. She still maintains her position as a canonized saint in spite of all the reports of wrongdoing. For a humble servant of the Lord, she had a lot of friends in high places, including the papacy and several presidents. Instead of investigating these claims, they continue to laud and award her. It's highly likely that Mother Teresa will carry on as the paragon of all good whenever her name is mentioned. However, her critics have gotten louder in recent times, and who knows, maybe the narrative around her will shift. Everyone makes mistakes in this life. There's no point in carrying on as though you're perfect. Mother Teresa can carry on as an icon of the Christian religion, but if these allegations against her are grounded in reality, then there needs to be more fanfare so that others learn and avoid her mistakes. Coming to the end of this video, we hope you've learned a lot about Mother Teresa. Though she is regarded as a saint by many, there was a lot more to her than meets the eye. If you want to learn more, check out other videos on this channel. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share if you enjoyed the content. Our videos are always entertaining and engaging, and you wouldn't want to miss out.